Jacqueline Mars's Vermiculus. It's a horse that Lauren rode at Boekelo in 2015, the three-star FEI Nations Cup finals in the Netherlands. They were 6th at Bromont in the CCI three-star in Canada last year and 3rd in the CIC at Chat Hills in Georgia last month. Lauren, Rio Olympian for the United States, twice national four-star champion here at Kentucky with Veronica, including last year when they took 2nd place. She's been a team gold medalist at the Pan American Games, a 3-star winner at Red Hills, and taking a 1-2 at Bromont and a 4th at Boekelo last year.
Great story about this horse. She calls him Bug in the stable. He's very small. He's only about 15, 2 or 3. He is the full brother to the horse that she did her first Rolex on, Snooze Alarm. And he was bred out in Illinois, and when the breeder said that she had the full brother, Lauren went to look at him as a yearling and bought him out of the field as a yearling, an unbroken yearling. And later on, as the horse started to be produced, Mrs. Mars purchased him from Lauren.
Oh, that's a good story. So first shoulder and half pass were very correct. She seems to know what she's doing here.
And that's also going back, Alison, to what we were talking about, you know, coming out of young riders. You know, Snooze Alarm, I think I'm right in saying, was Lauren's first 4-star horse, and then it's, you know, it's coming back, it's finding those next horses to come back to the level again, bridging that gap.
She's certainly figured that all out.
Yeah.
She has a huge group of horses that she's producing for a variety of different owners. She's based on the property of Mrs. Mars, Mrs. Jacqueline Mars. And a shout out to the gang back at home, because I know they're all watching. So Sue Clark and team, I know you're watching, keeping everything crossed. Very unsteady in the halt, which she'll get marked down quite strongly for. But I thought the lateral work was quite nice.
Lateral work was beautiful.
So he has an Arabian in his bloodline. It's an Arabian cross.
Well, that should keep him going cross country.
So I don't think we'll see a tired horse at the end of Saturday.
I quite like the connection through the extended walk.
Well, the horse you could just see its whole body just extend.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when she brings him back to a medium trot, she still has her leg on him, and he's accepting the leg, so she can push him back into the medium trot and keep the step coming forward. And that all goes right into a beautiful canter transition and in.
A little hard from that angle to see how much they're going for the medium canter.
Great transition back and on the straight, and lovely, lovely change. Unlike the horse before, this horse is showing very nice lateral suppleness.
And looks to be quite straight on the center line after that half pass.
The other thing that I just love about this little horse is that he is super, super careful in the show jumping, which always everybody loves to have one that's careful in the show jumping for having a good clean chance of a clean round.
I honestly hadn't seen this horse myself really before this year, and I think it was at Carolina or at somewhere this spring. I'm like, oh my gosh, Lauren, I love that little horse. Who is it? And she told me the story, and
he's a really scrappy little horse. He's
awesome.
Yeah, he's super, super guy. She sure has him very settled today.
Yeah.
And there we can see the horses on the vertical, even slightly ahead of the vertical. Exactly what the judges, I think, are looking for.
Yeah, it's hard there not, you know, a lot of those horses, especially with tension, are going to allow their nose to come a little behind the vertical. Oops.
There he stopped behind. She didn't have him coming forward through that. So she knows that. She'll change that for this change. There we go.
That's nice.
So Maxime Livio, our leader, is the only competitor so far to score over 70%, dragging an average of more than 7 per movement out of the judges. Lauren Kieffer, the reigning national champion, was
been second here twice, hasn't
Yeah,
she?
both with Veronica. This is a first
Wow,
4-star for
beautiful.
Vermiculus.
Beautiful. She's going to be just doing backflips over this test.
Yeah.
I bet she just is going to be so excited. I've never seen the horse go better. Timing's everything.
Lauren is also heading to Badminton next week in the